So I want to say right off the bat, I'm very proud of you. For me personally today, coming to school, where there's so much energy, I really will first of all want to say your student facilitators were awesome. Give it up for all your student facilitators. Very good. I just want to say when we came back after that first breakout session, and you hear some of the discussion that you guys were having in your classrooms with your groups, and you hear you guys are dialoguing, having good communication, I just want to give you guys a big round of applause because you guys are really awesome. Thank you so much for cooperating today. Yeah! And please give it up for Dr. Bastille, Miss Rose, and all your faculty. Yeah! We're giving you guys a nice round of applause. So just kind of want to end with this. This will be the last time I'll be talking with you today. I had a lot of you students who were walking in the hall. Just a lot of basically
connecting. Give me a hand.
You guys, just real quick, take a deep breath. You're going to be fine. You're good. I just want to say that I appreciate the fact that you guys, many of you were open today, and that you were looking and searching, and just to hear that a lot of students came in, were talking to us, and saying how cool that people were sharing in the classrooms. I just want to end with this, you guys. Please promise yourself that as you journey on in your life, first thing, take care of yourself, be good to yourself. Secondly, make sure while you're here at school, do your best to really do well. If you know what your dreams are, what your focus is on in life, what you want to do, make sure that you take care of yourself academically. Don't be like me and be afraid to ask for help. If you guys need that help, you get to your teachers, you ask them, because you will succeed. You will do what you want to do as you get out of college and so forth. Just be strong, always love yourself, love other people, and just hang around good, positive people. I'm confident you guys will be able to do great things. So thank you for today. I appreciate it. Yeah! We got the new song for you. It's called Give Me a Hand. This next song here, can you guys recite the chorus with me? It's pretty easy. It's oh, oh. Oh, oh, let's say it. Oh, oh, you got it. And if you guys want to come up here and be, walk down together to the orchestra pit, that's fine. But anyway, come on down. It's not down on the pit, down in the chair, you guys. I want you guys to get up one more time and say it, guys. Thank you for participating, too. I really appreciate it. Very, very nice. I like the little dances back there. I'm just about to start now. All right, you guys. I just want to give you a quick talk and use myself as a prime example. Me standing up here is living proof that each and every one of you can achieve any goal or dream that you want to. Yeah! And I'll tell you why. I went to a very, very, very small school, just a little speck on the map in Los Angeles. And when I was at that school, there was a lot of dissension. We actually thought that the school was going to close down. It was really, really going through a bad time. And when you have a school that's going through a bad time, which I experienced firsthand, you realize that you're kind of all alone for many reasons. I actually noticed that people were very individualistic. They didn't really kind of care about the big picture. They didn't care about the class. We really didn't have any class unity. It's kind of an oxymoron that our class song was "Stand By Me," because that's exactly what we were the opposite of. And it was a tough time because it was such a small school to where you would see the same person at least 20 times a day. But there were a lot of different cliques. We had everything under the sun as far as cliques, and it was very just separated. And it was difficult to just kind of cling on to good friendships. I was worried about the typical stuff like grades and what the heck am I going to do after high school. I had no idea. I had no drive. I really didn't care. I didn't really have any determination. I knew I liked music, and I started writing lyrics at a pretty young age. I started writing lyrics when I was in the 7th grade, and I knew that there was kind of a special skill that I had, even if it was maybe just one skill at the time, and I knew I could write. Math, that's a whole different subject. But I knew I could write. And so I just kind of honed into that skill until I got to about 10th grade, and my parents decided that they were sick of me kind of banging on pots and pans in the kitchen table, so they said, fine, all right, Gino, enough is enough, we're going to get you a drum set. Enough is enough. They thought it was a phase, but the phase lasted about 3 years. They couldn't take it anymore, so they bought me a little cheesy drum set, and oddly enough, my first gig was my sophomore year in front of the entire school, which wasn't very big, but it was like a homecoming game, so there was just tons of family and friends there of each and every student, so the stadium, so to speak, was packed. And I was there with my little cheesy drum set to where you hit the first drum and it falls over kind of thing, so I had everything kind of propped up and duct taped and so on and so forth. And we were awful, but people applauded because they were kind, and that's when I got the bug to do music. But there was one thing that was standing in my way throughout all of high school, and even throughout all of college. Because to be honest with you guys, I didn't want to be there. I was just not in the mindset to go to school. I wasn't in the mindset to go to college. Because the reason is I wasn't doing what I loved, and what I loved doing was music. My school was small. We didn't have any kind of music program whatsoever. I was telling Manny that, we had a music club, but it was only good for a yearbook picture. With my drumsticks, and that was it. That was all the music club did, was just take a picture. So there wasn't really much motivation in like, hey Gino, go achieve your dreams. Hey Gino, you can do it. It was just basically like, Gino, you need to get a job. You need to, make some good money. Don't take any chances. Don't take any risks.
And so this musical dream of mine slowly started to die, and I started to just kind of crush it. And when I ended up going to college, barely going to college, I did finish, but barely. Not too happy about that, but I did get through it. I didn't even major in music because there was one other thing standing in my way. Because I didn't have any people really kind of giving me any vote of confidence whatsoever, I just decided not to go into music. I was like, okay, well, what can I major in? What's easy? Because there was this big wall of fear. I was just kind of afraid of everything. I didn't know if I could succeed as a musician. I didn't know if I could keep up with the other students in class because they were telling me, oh, you got to sing, you got to write, you got to do this, that, and the other. And I was like, well, I'm so behind in all of that stuff when it comes to just musical knowledge and theory that there's just no way I stand a chance. So I already just put my own walls up of that I'm just not going to succeed. So one thing, to make a long story longer, one thing just leads to another, and I end up in a job that I absolutely can't stand. And Dom always gives the statistic when he's talking about jobs and whatnot that over 50% of Americans don't like where they are working. And I was one of those statistics. And finally, after a while, I just got kind of fed up. And slowly I was knocking down those walls of fear. And slowly but surely I was just climbing my way back into music. I had always done music, but I wanted to just do it on a full-time basis. And I had these guys rooting me on. They were absolutely fantastic. When my parents finally understood, because they're old-school Italian parents, so they were like, gee, no, a life of music? No. No. And I was like, yeah, come on now. And so, it was years of conflict between me and my parents, because they didn't understand what I wanted to do. And finally, through just strong communication, through my drive, and through them witnessing my drive, and finally, after many, many years building up some confidence, finally, I decided to I picked a date. I was at work, and I just was sitting there in my little cubicle. I don't know if any of you have seen Office Space, but that was my life. So I was just sitting there in my little cubicle, and I said, this is going to be my departure date. And it was February 1st, about 4 years ago. And ever since then, I've been doing music full-time. So I'm very, very, very happy about that achievement.
My hands are going
But the thing I want to tell you is that pursuing your dreams is a scary thing. Sometimes I ride by the skin of my teeth, depending on how many gigs I have per month. But I'm telling you, if you guys set your mind to something, you can achieve it. If I can be up here going on the tour with Dr.Iven, talking to you, hanging out with you, throwing you out free stuff, drumming for you, writing the lyrics that you see, you guys can do anything. You can achieve anything. I promise you that. I know sometimes it might seem impossible from where you're sitting right now, of like, there's no way, but there definitely is. And I'll end with this. Domenico always closes up with 2 points that you have to remember when you are achieving your dream. And that is, when you're achieving your dream, do not hurt yourself and do not hurt others. Don't step on others to get ahead, and don't hurt yourself in the process. And if you remember that and know that if anybody believes in you, we believe in you, then you can accomplish anything. Thank you very much.
Yeah! Guys, rule! Yeah! Believe in you, man! Yeah. What is it up?
We got a couple more songs for you, but I think I have a special guest speaker.
Just a thought here. One whisper times 600 is no longer a whisper. Okay? And I mean that. Because I know you're all trying to be polite, but remember, one whisper times 600 is no longer a whisper. So when someone's speaking to you, just keep that in mind. All right? Let's get going.
We got a couple more songs. you, and then we got some more free stuff in between the songs that we're going to give you. We're going to throw out the rest of our show. So, this next song is called Solitude. It's a little song about what not to do in the way of communication. It's the what not to do. We hope you enjoy it. Solitude.
It's not on the paper. It's not on the paper. Oh, there you go.
We're
I just want to close with a couple things. We're going to do a medley. You guys are going to pretty much know all the songs on this medley. But just to let you know, band members, we're going to be in the back. If you want to come hang out with us, we'd love to meet you in the back in the foyer. Check. Scroll up. Okay. But we'd love to meet you back there. If you'd like to visit us on our website, check out our different pages. Our album's coming out in about a month. So we'd love to have you, if you want to check it out, we'd love to have you stay partners with us. So thank you so much for an awesome day. This next song you guys know, feel free if you want to come up and sing. We're going to have 3 or 4 songs that you guys recognize, but please don't come on the stage just because of all the gear and all that good stuff.
So when I almost landed on.
Can you throw out some more t-shirts? That would be great.